Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Police are investigating after they say someone found human remains alongside a road in Lexington.
A man's behind bars accused of taking a photo of a young boy in a bathroom at a London Kmart.
And how a Kentucky community is rallying around a child who police say was abused by his babysitter. Well, those stories and more and breaking news as it happens. It's coming up on WKYT This Morning. Hello there, good morning and welcome. It's so good to have you along with us on this Thursday, rolling toward Halloween and the weekend. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Things could get a little spooky in the weather department.
You said that right.
Yeah.
For the latest track on weather, let's go to WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris.
Yeah, it's looking worse and worse, unfortunately. The lucky thing for us is the day before, which is today. Doesn't look too bad. It's going to be on the cool side. Live sky camera. There is your shot out there this morning, and things look pretty good on I-75 and Winchester Road. Now, we're in the 30s and 40s across the region. It's on the cool side. It'll be a chilly start once you walk out the door. 34 right now in Montgomery County. A cool one in store, 55. We head toward the next couple of days, and it gets extremely interesting. We even have a map to show you who could see the best chances of snow coming up in about 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll see you with that shortly. We thank you. Let's get to the news. And new this morning, police have arrested a third suspect in connection to a murder in Lexington.
20-year-old Savon Thompson was arrested yesterday. He's charged with complicity to commit murder in the shooting death of Jeffrey Adams earlier this month on McCullough Drive. Lexington police arrested 19-year-old Nathan Miller and a juvenile on the same charge last week. Yesterday, a judge waived Miller's case to the grand jury. A mystery this morning near a busy Lexington road. That's where someone found human remains, and the coroner says they may be several months old. The remains were found in a field near Citation Boulevard, not too far from the Newtown Pike intersection. This discovery has raised a lot of questions. WKYT's Garrett Weimer is tracking the investigation.
Coroner Gary Ginn says because of how much the remains were decomposed, he does not know how the person died, but he says he does believe the remains have been out here for 6 to 9 months. The coroner says around 7 o'clock the remains were found in this field about 500 feet from the road. He says the body was in several pieces.
Skunks and possums, coyotes, dogs, all those different animals eat. And so they have probably drugged different parts of this individual in different areas.
So far, he says they've found the skull, jaw, hip, forearm, teeth, and some clothes. He believes the body is a man's, but beyond that, it'll take some time and daylight to continue the death investigation.
There's no way that we can see what we need to see in order to try to determine a possible cause of death at this time. So I can't tell you that it's homicide, suicide, accidental, and possibly even natural.
Ginn says he's cleared investigators from the scene so that they don't disrupt or miss anything in the brush now that it's dark. Lexington police will be here tonight making sure no one bothers the scene, and coroner tells us that he will be back on the scene at 8 o'clock a.m. to start their investigation. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
The coroner says a man driving back near the field stopped and found the remains. He says investigators will continue looking for other parts of the man's body later this morning. A body found in Harrison County has been identified as a man who'd been reported missing. The Harrison County Coroner's Office hasn't ruled on what caused Clinton O'Brien's death. Search crews found O'Brien's body Tuesday in the Licking River at Robinson Dam. They say they found his car parked nearby Monday with the keys still inside. Police say no one had heard from O'Brien since last Wednesday.
A tragic accident on a central Kentucky lake. Investigators say a man drowned after falling out of a canoe. It happened yesterday on Cedar Creek Lake in Lincoln County. Investigators say 75-year-old Carl Lynn of Shelbyville and his daughter fell out of their canoe when it turned over. They say both were in the water for about 30 minutes or so before someone nearby heard Lynn's daughter screaming for help. By the time help arrived, investigators say Lynn had died. Investigators think his arthritis and a heart condition made it too hard for him to keep his head above the water.
The search continues for a man police say hit a school bus with his car and did not stop. Police say Gary Daniels hit the school bus on Highway 28 in Perry County yesterday morning. No one was injured in the crash. Police think Daniels went to Clay County after this happened, so they spent the day searching for him there. They also say twice in the last 2 weeks He's hit police cruisers with his car, and each time he got away.
He just has no regard, period, for human life when it comes to driving a car.
Police tell us Daniels has outstanding warrants in both Clay and Leslie counties.
A Southern Kentucky store employee is accused of a disturbing crime. Police say he took a picture of an 11-year-old boy under a bathroom stall.
London police charged 18-year-old Richard Frisk with voyeurism. They say he took the picture inside the Kmart store where he worked. WKYT's Jerica Insko has more from London police.
You would never think Kmart bathrooms would be the scene of a crime, but on Tuesday night, that's exactly where London police were called to by the mother of an 11-year-old boy. The incident, police say, circles around a Kmart employee, Richard Frisk, using his smartphone in the bathroom.
She stated that someone had, an employee there had followed her son into the bathroom and taken a picture of him while he was using the restroom.
The 18-year-old was immediately questioned by police and charged with voyeurism. Police saying the man invaded the boy's privacy.
Police tell us that Frisk deleted that photo before they ever saw it, and they say that he was apologetic on scene, but his apology doesn't change what happened here at this Kmart.
Basically alluded to the fact it was just a mistake and being silly.
But why would Frisk allegedly do this, and what was his intended use of that alleged photo?
I can't speculate as to the reasoning why or the nature of why he did what he did.
It's all a part of the ongoing investigation as this Kmart employee waits for his court date. In London, Jerica Insko, WKYT.
Well, managers at Kmart in London would not comment, but we did reach out to Kmart corporate offices. They released a statement saying, quote, "We take the allegations seriously. We are investigating and cooperating with the authorities."
The time is 4:37 on WKYT this morning. We're learning more about an ice bucket challenge that led to a Kentucky firefighter's death. The Kentucky Public Service Commission released the results of its investigation into the August accident at Campbellsville University. The PSC found Campbellsville Fire Captain Tony Grider and firefighter Alex Quinn both came in contact with a power line while in a bucket truck. The two were helping with an ice bucket challenge at the time. Grider later died. Quinn survived. The PSC said the utility company was operating the line within its acceptable guidelines, but the PSC now recommends more education about power line dangers.
Even the line that runs from the utility pole down to your house, an overhead line, carries enough voltage to kill somebody.
The report also had a statement from Campbellsville University's Director of Campus Safety and Security. He said the band director had wanted to send a student up in the bucket with the firefighters to record the challenge, but the band director later decided that could be unsafe. Happening today, a former Kentucky lawmaker who pled guilty to murder will have a chance to argue that he should be able to withdraw that plea. Steve Nunn is serving a life sentence for the 2009 murder of his former fiancée, Amanda Ross. Earlier this year, he filed a motion to withdraw his guilty plea, claiming his attorney failed him. A hearing on Nunn's motion has been scheduled for this morning in Fayette District Court.
An Eastern Kentucky community continues to rally around a child police say was abused by his babysitter. We first told you about Braden Young back in April. Around that time, police in Owsley County arrested his babysitter, Hillary Noble, for assault and criminal abuse. Police say Braden was seriously injured and spent 2 months recovering at Kentucky Children's Hospital. Now, some people in Owsley County have started a Facebook page called Justice for Braden. They say they want to make sure his case isn't forgotten. They want to also support Braden and his family.
I know it's hard on them. Their lives have been changed forever. Along with Braden's, his entire future has been changed.
And the folks who organized the Facebook page are also trying to set up a benefit for Braden's family.